We do expect actually to start fully autonomous, unsupervised FSD in Texas and California next year. And that's with the Model 3 and Model Y. And then we expect to be in production with the Cybercab, which is really highly optimized for autonomous transport.
Picture this, a world where machines not only work for us, but think and move like us. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, hold on to your hats, because Tesla's latest showcase brings us one step closer to that reality. On October 10th, 2024, Tesla held its We Robot event, giving us a glimpse into a future that's both exciting and a little bit scary. Imagine walking into a room and being greeted by a human-like robot that can serve you drinks, pick up your packages, and even babysit your kids. That's exactly what Tesla showed off with their Optimus robots. But wait, there's more. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in cool tech stuff. So why not hit that subscribe button right now? You won't want to miss out on more stories like this one. Now, back to the robots. These aren't just any robots. They're designed to do all sorts of jobs, from helping around the house to taking care of older folks. Tesla's boss, Elon Musk, says these robots could cost between $20,000 and $30,000 in the future. That's not cheap, but it's less than some cars. Speaking of cars, Tesla also showed off something called the Cybercab. This isn't your average taxi. It's a car that drives itself, no steering wheel, no pedals, just sit back and enjoy the ride. Tesla wants to put 1 million of these on the roads by next year. That's a big goal, and some people aren't sure they can do it. But here's where it gets really interesting. Tesla also unveiled a bigger self-driving vehicle called the Robovan. This thing can carry up to 20 people at once. Imagine a whole bus driving itself around town. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but is it safe? That's a good question. Tesla says their self-driving cars use cameras and artificial intelligence to get around. They don't use some of the other tech that other companies use. Is that better or worse? We'll have to wait and see. One thing's for sure, Tesla is dreaming big. They think rides in these robot taxis could end up being cheaper than taking the bus. Can you imagine that? A world where it's cheaper to take a private car than public transport? But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Are we ready for robots to be walking among us? Tesla says the Optimus robots will be ready by 2026. That's not too far away. How will this change our lives, our jobs, our relationships? There's also the question of cost. Sure, $20,000 for a robot helper sounds good, but that's still a lot of money for most people. Will these robots only be for the rich, or will they become as common as smartphones? And what about privacy? These robots and self-driving cars will be collecting a lot of data about us. Where we go, what we do, who we're with. How will that information be used? It's exciting to think about a future where robots can help us with our daily tasks. But it's also a bit scary. Will these robots be as smart as us one day? Will they have feelings? These are big questions that we'll need to answer as this technology becomes more common. One thing's for sure, the future is coming fast. Tesla's We Robot event shows us that the line between science fiction and reality is getting blurrier every day. Whether we're ready or not, it looks like we're heading towards a world where robots are a part of our daily lives. So, what do you think? Are you excited about this robot future? Or does it make you a little nervous? Either way, it's clear that big changes are coming. And who knows? Maybe in a few years, you'll be watching videos like this one with your very own robot buddy. As we wrap up, it's worth noting that while Tesla is making big strides, they're not the only ones working on this kind of technology. Companies all over the world are racing to create the first truly useful humanoid robot or self-driving car. It's like a modern-day space race, but instead of the moon, we're aiming for a future where machines can think and act like us. In the end, only time will tell how this all plays out. But one thing's for sure, the future is going to be very, very interesting. So buckle up, folks. The robot revolution is coming, and it looks like Tesla is leading the charge.